things I hear a lot from people is, I just miss meeting him on the road and watching him, that little wave he had. Or slinging his cap around or whatever, you know. It was a mess.
He could always find a way to make you laugh. Always.
He could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad's just always been a huge coon hunter, and our whole life he's coon hunted to the point that we thought, you know, even we were eating coon meat most of the time. And turns out it was pork chops. We learned that at a late age. But anyway, he's just always liked hunting, and he got sick, and we wanted to do something to represent him. And our friends wanted to just do a coon hunt, and we said, well, that would be a great way to do that. And so we raised the money for a scholarship fund. So it's called the JD McCarty Memorial Scholarship Fund, and the friends here at Cannon's Feed Store helped put this on. And I have friends over and do chili supper and a coon hunt and raise money for that. So
Last year we were blessed to be able to give two $750 scholarships, which JD would be so proud of because he was proud of all of his girls. We have 4 daughters. All of them have a college education. He had a 10th grade education. And he used to tease the girls and tell them that he saved up all of his smarts for them. So that's the reason they were able to make it through school with good grades and all go to college. Nothing pleased him more than to do something to help a kid. If any way he could teach a kid anything that he knew, that was always a blessing to him. And so it's a blessing to us to be able to do this in his honor and help some kids get a higher education.
one of the favorite stories I think of all time for all of us and everyone in this whole community was he got shot one time coon hunting in the toe because he climbed up the tree to shake the coon out. And so anyway, having 4 daughters, there were lots of guys that came around over the years, and there was not one guy that ever got to leave with any of us until they saw that shot toe. So
it's like an initiation.
Yes, if they could kind of surpass that, they might could take us out that night. So anyway, this feed store is just a favorite place that he hung out. His pictured on the wall here. His chair, they put an emblem on his rocking chair. So we just appreciate them helping us do this so much, and we've got just some pictures here from one of the coon hunts when they were at their other store. And this was a picture of collage that some people made when he was sick and in the hospital for him, just to cheer him up.
Unfortunately, he never got to see it because he was so sick he didn't realize what was going on by that time.
If you had to put a number, how many coons would you guess that your dad's killed?
Oh my Lord.
Thousands.
Well, probably more than his 10th grade education could count. We'll show you some pictures shortly that, I mean, there's, some 10, 20, 30 a night. Mm-hmm. And he went pretty much, when we were growing up, every night.
No less than 4 nights, but as high as 7 nights a week.
What's one of his favorite dogs over?
Ooh.
Crusher.
Crusher was the last.
Crusher was the last
Crusher
one.
was the last one he had.
He's the biggest.
But Dry Holler Sue maybe was
Sue
probably
was one of
his
one of
favorite.
his favorites, yeah. It was
When
Lester's,
Helen
wasn't
was
she? Wasn't
Lester's
Helen?
dog, I think, that he went with a lot. That's probably the one they were with when he got his toe shot. So
We might ought to clarify about the toe shot. Him and Lester had gone hunting. I believe they were riding horses that night, thank God.
I'm sure.
They had a coon in a den tree, and they decided they were one of them needed to climb up there, and then he got up there and I think Lester climbed up first, and he said he wasn't sure what they needed to do, so JD climbed up there with him. First of all, he unloaded the gun, handed the gun up to Lester, and then he climbed up there with him. They're both standing on the same limb. They decided they'd draw the stick down in there and scare the coon out. But they failed to communicate what they were going to do when the coon came out. So JD's thinking, I'll just kick it, let the dog, kick it out of the tree, and let the dogs take out after it again. Lester's thinking,
Shoot it.
I'll shoot it. So at the exact time JD kicked, Lester shot. And when he got back to the house, he said, you need to take me to the emergency room. And I said, what? You need to take me to the emergency room. And I said, what in the world? Lester shot my foot. I said, no way. He said, yeah. Where's Lester? He's out there under a tree sick. So Anyway, that was the meaning. I mean, that was what happened with his foot. But he seriously did make all the kids, anybody that came to see him, any boy, had to see the shot foot.
Yes. But he just
Yeah.
wrapped it up in duct tape.
It never stopped him from hunting.
And
He put a bread
kept
bag
rolling.
over it. He put a bread bag over it, took a piece of an inner tube and slipped up over that, flipped it up, tied a rope around it, and took off again. Ice, snow, it didn't matter. These
They
horses.
pretty much always went. Back then, they did it horseback usually every month. Because we lived just above Coon
Horses
Creek,
or,
and they pretty much just went down to the creek nearly every
horses or
month.
mules.
Yeah.
His name was roller coaster.
Roller
and I remember
coaster.
anytime someone said roller coaster for years, I
She
cried.
cried.
He learned his lesson though because someone tried to buy Sugar, my dog, a few years
Yeah, he
later.
didn't sell anything else
sell
like that
my
after money,
dog.
did he?
He did not get rid of my dog.
No.
He had to use us for his. He didn't have sons, so he had to use us to help break
Rope.
broke the.
Remember, he would
yeah,
rope
Break
us.
horses.
break horses
Yeah.
and help hunt and hold the coons and hold the dogs' tails up for the pictures and all
Oh,
that.
we've got a
so
million of
we've got a
those.
bunch of those.
A
we can
million
show
of
you.
those.
One in particular, we went, it was so cold and we got all bundled up and we went out in the woods and we were hunting and he took me hunting, but we'd actually never kill anything when I was there because obviously he knew I'd cry probably.
Yeah,
So
he would have.
he took me hunting and we found a old house and we went inside and it had honey in the walls. And so Dad just started pulling out piles of honey and putting it on me. And I had these fuzzy gloves and all these coveralls and all this, and he just piled me down with honey.
I forgot about that.
Remember that one time that y'all made me go chase after the skunk?
The skunk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I didn't want to let you in the
Yeah, I
house.
was gonna go in the house.
Before the night that he actually started having his heart issues, he got maybe a little too wound up that night, and everybody got home at midnight, 1 o'clock, and then by the early morning hours, he was at the hospital having some heart issues. So
He blamed it on too much chili
We
and
blamed it on
coffee.
too much chili and coffee is what he blamed it on, but then we decided maybe it was because he got beat by a cur dog. We're not really sure.
You know, I think the most important thing just to know about Dad is he was just a great person and everybody loved Dad. You probably couldn't find a single person in this community that doesn't have an amazing, hilarious JD McCarty story. Everybody just thought the world of him.
We're gonna go ahead and let the hunters or anybody else who wants to eat get started. That way they'll have time to eat before they leave. Larry, would you care to ask a blessing tonight, please? That's all that.
Heavenly Father, we're indeed thankful for this opportunity you've given it to us to gather here this evening to celebrate this. Remember those loved ones before us as we remember JD and his life.
pounds is Holden Martin, Barrett Smith, another Martin. I don't have a clue.
Okay. All right.
Second place with 15.4 pounds. Briggs Carlton, Brett Robbins, Ryan Tudor, Jared Carlton, and Jacob Carlton. First place with 16.4 pounds. Brandon McDonald, Steve Blackwell, and Junior Horton.
Good job, guys.
Super exciting.
Yeah.
Made it so
Fun.
much fun.
Of course, made life fun. He enjoyed life.